Good morning. Happy January 20th, and welcome back to the Leaf Riders of Wrenwood, where today we are hopefully finally arriving at Crownspire with Quill. After having defended a merchant, we assisted them with getting their cart back into a state that was good enough to get them to Crownspire, and then we escorted them to Crownspire, and we may have stolen a little bit of amber for them, but, you know, that's in the past. Alright, so let's see what happens once we actually arrive at Crownspire. So let's tear this off. And we have Saturday, the 20th, and Sunday, the 21st of January, which is Stars Day and Sun's Day of Deep Winter. And we finally arrive at the great city of Crownspire. A long line has formed to get through the gate. Guards are likely doing thorough security checks for all the travelers coming for the festival. While waiting, you notice a suspicious critter stealing things from the others in the line. So we can A, so these are options. Option A, we can persuade the thief to return the items, which would be a d20 roll plus our charisma. We could B, threaten the thief, which is rolling a d20, adding our strength, and it reminds us that we can use Arcane Adept, which is our uh, +2 to rolls with magic. So we're using our magic to threaten them. Or we could attack, which would be doing an actual combat. So that's kind of an interesting thing. I do also notice that we can pickpocket here if we want to. So we could also, there's a hidden option to join the thief in addition to whatever we try to do. Well, I mean, I think first we're gonna pickpocket. May as well. I think I now have this story in my head about Quill that's entirely not true, but it's what I'm feeling about the character. And I'm just saying that Quill is, likes to perform with their magic and uses it as distractions to to get some money. It's funny because I believe the backstory involved us being friends with the princess and and us helping people with our magical expertise. But we do help people. We just also help ourselves as well as part of it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pickpocket here. So again, on a 4, we lose a virtue. Okay, we got 2. So we are now up to 13 amber. So we've got quite a lot of amber. All right. So with the Nimble Cap and Combat Tonic, the Combat Tonic obviously would help us if we chose to try to attack. The Nimble Cap doesn't really help us with either of these. Neither Persuading or Threatening use a stat that we're good at, but Threatening does mean we get our Arcane Adept. We do also have a boon that we could choose to roll. Or we could just go with combat, which, I mean, we're fairly effective in combat, typically. I think the best theoretical outcome has got to be persuading the thief to return the items. So I'm gonna try to do that. I think that's the best theoretical way, even though it's not our best statistical outcome. So we'll go with this. All right. Well, we rolled a 2, so I don't think there's even going to be any point in using our boon because I think we are just going to fail this because we are at a 1 with our modifier. So if the result is 14 or less, okay, so this is a very difficult check. The rat looks at you in confusion. Back off. You don't want to get yourself hurt. Or maybe you do. Take a -2 penalty to your damage rolls, okay, and then see the combat section below. Okay. So we could counteract that with our Chaos Surge if we do end up in combat, which it sounds like we might. Okay. So we need to see the attack. Okay, so I guess when it says see the combat section below, I assume that means we just do get into combat. Okay. So attack. This rat is taking advantage of the elevated moods of the people and the guards' lack of attention as they handle the large crowd. You decide to attack first to demonstrate to the other would-be thieves that this will not be tolerated. Gain a +1 to all combat rolls below. Okay, so I think that's the idea. We didn't attack. I understand. So sorry, I guess I shouldn't have read that. That was the if we attack. So we're just skipping that because we didn't choose to attack first, and we're just going to the combat. Okay. So we just do a standard round of combat here. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll our attack. So hopefully we just do well in this then. Okay, yes, that is very good. A 19, so we're definitely not going to use our boon. That is a 21. Yeah, because we're +2. Then we roll our damage. I guess I didn't go over what the enemy is. We'll go over that after we finish our rolls here. So let's roll damage. So we're a D10. We rolled a 6, so we subtract 2 for this. So we are at 4 damage right now. And then we make our defense roll. And we roll a 13, which becomes a 14. Okay. So the enemy here, this rat, this thief, has a defense of 11. So we crushed that. Has a health of 4, so we kill it without using the combat surge. It has an attack of 11, which our defense would have defended. Standard damage of 2 and partial damage of 1. So again, we don't actually need to use anything really here because we vanquished it in that round. So it says if you defeated the enemy, gain 1 amber and 1 warding ointment. Okay, gotcha. So there we go. So some profitable times over the last couple days. We've gone from a fairly small amount of amber to up to 14 amber, which is pretty great. And we've also gained some good items here. Warding ointment. And if I remember correctly, that was the one that lets us add to our defense. Let's double check that real quick, but I believe that is correct. Once I get to the right page, yes, warding ointment consumed on use, add a d4 to a single defense roll. All right, so we have arrived at the Crownspire for the festival. That is presumably the end of our playing with Quill, but we do still have the Sunday lottery, which we will do because it's been going well for us so far, and why not get some more money? So the Sunday lottery is rolling a d6, and if we get a 3 or higher, we gain some amber. So let's go with that. Okay, we rolled a 4. So on a 4, we gain 2 amber. So we actually get up to 16 amber. So Quill is doing well. All right, 16 amber. And that was our day. And we will get to presumably meet a new character here on Monday. Let's erase this -2 damage so we don't forget. Yeah, we'll get to meet a new character on Monday and presumably have another adventure that brings us to Crownspire. So until then, thank you so much for watching and have a great weekend.